Okay, let's begin then. Welcome, Maria Peñalosa, LA City Office of Immigrant Affairs. Take it away, please.
Thank you, Pilar, and good evening, everyone. As we all have seen, since day one, President Biden has taken executive actions to roll back some of the Trump administration's harmful immigration policies. However, it is important to highlight that some of the executive actions call for the review of current policies. So as of today, it's not clear when further changes will happen or when they will happen. So while there's a lot immigration in the policy field right now, in today's webinar, we will only address a few of those policy announcements. So I will be talking about the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, also known as the DACA program, and the Temporary Protected Status, also known as TPS, and the current status of each of those programs as of today. So if you're eligible or have DACA or TPS, we want to ensure that you have the latest information and resources to get help. So this is very crucial information given that we have more than 30,000 TPS holders and almost 80,000 DACA recipients active in the LA metro area. So first, regarding the DACA program, through presidential memorandum, President Biden directed the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, to take appropriate action to strengthen the DACA program. So what does this mean? This means that the memo does not currently change the program. It remains in its original 2012 form. And what does this mean? It means that USCIS is accepting first-time DACA applications, DACA renewals. All work permits are issued for 2 years, and they are processing advanced parole requests, more commonly known as the permit to travel outside of the United States. There is, however, a pending decision out of the Texas case challenging the legality of the program. There was a hearing on this case on December 20 of 2020, but there hasn't been a final decision. So this is why we want to emphasize today that if you're eligible to apply for the first time or need to renew your DACA, that you do so. As for TPS, there has not been any executive action under the Biden administration yet. However, we do want to mention that there was various attempts by the Trump administration to end the program for 6 out of the 10 countries that have TPS designation back in 2017 and 2018, but the program is still active thanks to ongoing litigation. And if you do have TPS right now, we encourage you to seek a legal consultation about your case to see if you qualify for other immigration relief. In a similar humanitarian program, Deferred Enforced Departure, also known as DED, by presidential memorandum, President Biden extended DED for Liberia. This means that nearly 3,600 eligible Liberians in the United States will have their DED extended until June 30th of 2022. And while both the DACA and TPS programs provide temporary protection from deportation and work authorization, they do not provide permanent protection. And as we saw in the past 4 years, these programs were threatened, and it was the advocacy of our immigrant rights leaders like United Dream,
Okay, looks like Maria froze. Her internet must have stopped. Okay. So some people are having some trouble with interpretation. You have to really go to your computer. It's easier. Okay, so Maria froze and disappeared. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with the second speaker and then go back to Maria, because I think she had trouble with her internet. Okay, so I just wanted to go back to Maria Peñalosa, whom we lost because of the Zoom internet. Again, program manager for the Los Angeles City Office of Immigrant Affairs, so she can finish her remarks.
Thank you, Pilar. I'll try to start my video. Hopefully it doesn't end. Apologies, everyone, for the technical difficulties. But I did want to come back to highlight the immigration bill that everyone has been hearing. So what is the roadmap to naturalization under the proposed U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021? And as we mentioned, more commonly referred to everywhere that you read or look at the news, it's the Biden immigration reform bill. So I do want to clarify, this is a proposed bill by the Biden administration. The actual text is not publicly available yet, and it has not been introduced in Congress. So I will not cover everything that's on the proposal because there is a lot. But the information I will provide is based on the fact sheets released by the White House and not the bill, since we haven't seen it yet. So in this immigration bill, if this immigration bill was to be introduced and passed by Congress, it may provide immigration relief and a pathway to citizenship for 11 million undocumented immigrants. So this includes Dreamers, TPS holders, and essential workers. So as outlined in the proposal, under this bill, Dreamers, TPS holders, and some farm workers would potentially qualify for green cards immediately and would apply for citizenship after 3 years. And undocumented immigrants who passed background checks and paid taxes would have an 8-year path to citizenship. So this is a great proposal, but we want to emphasize today in today's webinar is that the U.S. and Citizenship Act of 2021 has not been introduced. So once it passes Congress and it gets signed into law, that's when that would be something that folks could apply for. But right now, we want you to know, let your family and friends know that this is a Biden administration proposal, but it is not law yet. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Pilar. Thank you again.